with the Royal Rally of Scandinavia done, let's have a little bit of talk about the event. And I think we will start off by talking about the winner, Mika Häkkilä. Well-deserved win for the Flying Finn. It was a tricky one because how many stages did he end up leading? I think he only led the penultimate stage and the final stage. But still, a very well-deserved win because at the end of the day you have to keep it on the road, and he was comfortably clear of Martin Sesks. Good performance for Sesks. And a good performance for the third car on the podium, Isak Riasson. 3 Fabias, all on different tyres. I think it's quite impressive when you look at that feat. Because it tells you how close the competition is. It does come down to the driver and a little bit of luck. Because it wasn't necessarily going to be a Skoda podium. In fact, it was likely to be a Toyota that won. Jasper Vaar was incredibly competitive all throughout the weekend. Won the first stage and then led all the way up into the ultimate stage where he went off into a tree. Brought the car back though. And yeah, had to incur some penalties to rebuild the car. But then came back out and ran the final couple of stages. And Jasper Vaar, I would say, is somebody who has amazing potential. There's a reason why he is a Toyota Challenge driver. There's a reason why he's a teenager behind the wheel of a Rally 2 car. He does have that potential, and I'm looking forward to seeing when he can make good on it. So does Karlberg, who just missed out on the podium and is doing that alongside a JWRC campaign. What it does mean is Vaar's crash handed over to Sunderland. Sunderland's crash has meant that Häkkilä is now tied for the championship lead with Jose Antonio Suarez. Sesks is now in third, 2 points behind Häkkilä and Suarez. And then fourth is still RS. Fifth is still Sunderland. Sunderland would have been comfortably leading the ERC after this event had he not crashed. He's on 23 behind Ares. Basso is in 6th on 22, and we can expect to see Basso next time out in Italy, where you can imagine that he's going to be competitive. He's won before there. Karlberg is tied with Basso, and Riasson is 1 point behind. And also, Riasson 1 point clear of Mabellini. After 2 rounds, this is looking very ERC. The reigning champion, Mika Marchik, is down in 13th in the standings. But it has been a great event to follow. I do like these Swedish stages. I do prefer them with snow, but we know what climate change is like. Global warming, it means that we're not going to really get a snowy Rally Sweden down south anymore. But it's great that we can see some of these stages still in use, especially the likes of Vargasen. Semenuk put in an impressive performance. Keaton Williams alongside the Canadian and multiple-time American champion was 9th, 2.5 minutes off the win. And again, like I said, competitive field that he was up against. And in addition to all of that, the kind of 30-40 seconds that you could easily put onto experience would have put him around Tempestini. Would have put him ahead of Ivan Brynildsen. Likewise, Tuukka Koppanen showed some good pace, but was 3 minutes off the win in the end. Charpentier the same with the graduation into Rally 2 machinery. And the Rally 3 win went the way of Ville Vatanen ahead of Craig Royhill. I think that all in all, it was quite an impressive weekend. What with the ERC4 going the way of Timo Schultz from Heinrichs from Pesavento. Corsa Lancia. Because then if we look at ERC3, we can see that Zielinski is currently leading on 45 and Vatanen on 43, tied with CJ Coleman. Then in ERC4, it's Tommaso Sandrin currently leading by 9 points over Atu Hakaleto and Timo Schultz. And then when we go to the juniors, Timo Schultz is leading because this was the first junior round of the season from Heinrichs and Pesavento. Elsewhere, in terms of teams, it is currently MRF on 61 for Recalvi on 49, and then JC Race Technic on 32. And for tyres, it's quite a close one. Pirelli ended up coming out of it with 43 points. 40 points for Hankook means they're on 64, and that's the bottom of it. They still outscored Michelin, who come out of it with 26, and MRF come out of it with 41. So, with a variety of different surface changes, I mean, the next 4 in a row are all tarmac before the finale and FAF. But even then, the tarmac is going to be quite different between Rome, Poland, and the Bahrain Rally in Czechia. And then, of course, the British round of Ceredigion. But, yeah, let me know your thoughts and feelings in the comment section down below, folks. As always, thanks for watching, thanks for joining, thanks for your support, but till next time, bye for now.